Hi, my name is Reginald Robinson, and I'm a pianist and composer, and I will be performing with the Chicago Sinfonietta this month, January 15th, 16th, and 17th. And I will be performing a piece that is called Concerto for a Genius. The piece was transformed into a concerto. I guess it was made into a concerto by Orbit Davis, and Orbit took 4 of my compositions and transformed them into a concerto. It had 4 movements. The first movement is called Mr. Murphy's Blues. And Mr. Murphy's Blues was, I wrote it in 1997, and I wrote it in honor of my uncle, who was a pianist. And, I don't know if he was a composer, but I know he loved blues music, amongst other styles like jazz. And his second movement is called Janet. And I wrote that for my mother in the year 2001. And it's a reflection piece. And you might hear that when you listen to it. The third movement is called Ansar, and I wrote that one in 2001 as well. It's a habanera or tango, and I like that one also. And the final piece is called the 19th Galaxy, and that is my masterpiece and the most difficult piece that I think I've composed in all my writing. It's already difficult enough. It has all these styles from people like Jelly Roll Morton and Scott Joplin, James P. Johnson, Willie the Lion Smith, all these great pianists from over the last century. But in 2004, I received the John D. and Catherine T. MacArthur Fellowship grant. As early as I think it's 2000 or earlier, maybe 1999, different associates of mine would say, it's something I want to tell you, and it's great news, but I just can't tell you. And they would never say it. They said, well, if I tell you, then it might not happen. And until that one day when I was thinking, like I had been out looking for work, putting in applications at different places and not getting responses, And so that one day, laying back thinking, like, what am I going to do today? It was about 9:40 a.m. And then the phone rang, and I got up and looked at the call ID, and I saw John D. and Catherine T. And I'm like, what? Well, okay, I knew about the foundation, but like, what? Why are they calling me? So I answered the phone, and it's a gentleman on the other line, on the other end, and he was, started telling me that I was the recipient of a Genius Grant, or not a Genius Grant. They don't call it a Genius Grant. They just, call it a fellowship grant. He told me what the amount was that I won, was $500,000. And I was like, oh, okay. I didn't get excited like you see some people, they just, hey, like they won the lottery. But I was like, okay. Because, like when you go through so much, you kind of like, you don't just immediately jump at everything, react like yeah, and then hit the ceiling. Until after I hung up the phone. And then I was like, yeah, that's all right. I really thought about it. He told me, he said, you can only tell one person right now. He said it's going to be in the press in the next 8 days. It'll be in the press. But for now, he said, just tell one person. And my mother. that was the person I told. I told my mother about the fact that that I had gotten this award. I want to thank Judy Davis for contacting Jim Hirsch to arrange this performance at the Chicago Sinfonietta, and I think it's an honor to be put on the same stage for the same night as with Paul Freeman. I think the Chicago Sinfonietta is a magnificent orchestra, and like I said before, it's an honor to be on the same stage with people like Paul Freeman and other great musicians in the orchestra. And so if you can make it out to the Dream Unfolds concert, I think you really would enjoy it.